If you clicked on this video, you definitely have big dreams, big vision, but there's a very huge frustrating gap between who you are and who you actually want to be. You're probably struggling with consistency and looking for ways to become more consistent. But not to worry, just stay glued to your screen because I will be sharing with you easy peasy ways you can become more consistent. I think the issue that a lot of people have with consistency is they mistake being consistent for being motivated. They believe they have to be constantly motivated to do things to actually become consistent, forgetting that as human beings, there are days that we actually feel motivated and some days we don't just feel motivated to do things. So, to actually become consistent, it is pertinent that we focus on those days that you actually don't feel motivated to do things. Let's say you go to the gym and then on some days you don't feel like going to the gym at all, you don't feel like working out. Even if you don't get to go to the gym, it's important that you at least try to take few steps to get you to consistency. Doing light workouts, doing some lunges, some kickbacks, some squats or Bulgarian splits, or just jumping a rope, or rather just taking a walk or taking a few steps. So these steps you are taking are getting you a lot closer to being consistent. So it is paramount that you keep taking those bold steps to becoming more consistent. And you notice that when you do this, you wake up the following day being motivated to do things. You wake up a lot more energetic, you wake up a lot more vibrant and healthy enough to push through the day. So apart from this, another way you can actually build your consistency is by setting in place reward systems. And by this I mean, you know, putting in a reward for every goal you achieve or for every result that you get. For instance, you tell yourself that if I'm able to go to the gym today and I spend 30 minutes there, I'm going to like get myself a reward. I'll get myself maybe a bowl of ice cream or a bottle of smoothie or a box of chocolate. So by that, you are reiterating in your brain that whenever I achieve a goal, I'm actually going to get a reward for any goal I achieve. So you keep employing this reward system till you gradually get to withdraw this reward. But by putting in this reward, you are gradually building your consistency. So another way in which you can actually improve your consistency is by developing a habit loop. And let me explain what I mean by habit loop. Habit loop is in 4 stages. We have the cue, the cravings, the response, and the reward. And this habit loop is something you can apply to every aspect of your life, to whatever it is you want to achieve. Let's take, for instance, you want to become a professional singer. Your cue is seeing other people being professionals. You know other professional singers. Your cue is looking at what it is that they do to become professional singers. Maybe they practice training their voice like 2 to 3 times in a day. So that is definitely your cue. So your craving is wanting to become a better singer. Then your response to that is doing the same thing that those people do to become better singers. That is trying to train your voice for as much as you can to actually become a professional singer. Then the reward you get from this is actually being a professional singer. So what the habit loop teaches you is to focus more on process than result. So the habit loop is more process oriented than result or goal oriented. Instead of sitting down every day and thinking, oh, I want to lose 100 pounds, instead of focusing more on wanting to lose 100 pounds, you have to focus more on the things you need to do to actually lose 100 pounds. And this habit loop actually um, affects every aspect of your life. You can employ it in every aspect. Even for instance, you want to lose weight, your cue is you get to see your fitness trainers or your fitness creators or influencers doing the things they need to do to get in shape by taking some exercises, doing the squats, lifting weights and all. So you see all those things. These are your cue. And then your craving is actually becoming, you know, becoming those people because you actually want to live a healthy lifestyle, or maybe you don't like the way you look, or you do not like the way your body fits in a dress. So your craving is wanting to have the body that you need to have. And then your response to this would be doing the things that those people do to actually, become better, or to actually achieve those goals that you want. And then your reward is actually getting to fit into the dress and looking healthy as you want to be. So this is how the habit loop works. So another reason why you are struggling with your consistency may be that you do not have a personal value attached to the goals you want to achieve. There is no strong value you have input to doing what you actually want to do. For instance, maybe let's talk about maybe your skincare and everything. You do not have people that you look at and you're like, oh, I really love the way this person's skin looks like. Oh, maybe I want my skin to look like Kim K. There is this value you attach, even when the skincare routine may feel very tedious for you, but because you actually have a value, or you actually value having a clear skin, so it's easier for you to be consistent with, doing your skincare. And this also applies to every other aspect of life, even the way you want your body to look. Maybe you have people that are like your idols or models, and you're like, oh, I love the way Idris Elba looks like, or I love the way there are so many, but I can't really mention them now. But like, if you attach a value to that thing you want to do, then it's easier for you. And then maybe you are a student and you want to have like A's in all your courses. You're not just going to get those A's because you want to get the A's if you are not attaching a value to it. If there is a reason you want to get an A, maybe because you want to, you want to get a certain job, or you want to get a certain scholarship. So it's easier for you to get those A's, because whenever you try to retreat, or whenever you lose, interest, or whenever you're no longer motivated to do it, there's something that keeps telling you that if I do not, achieve these goals, then I'm not going to be able to get that job opportunity that I want to get. I'm not going to be able to get that scholarship, So because there's this value attached to it, so it's easier for you to be consistent to achieve your goals. So another reason is you're not learning enough about the consequences of not achieving the goals you need to achieve. And by this, I mean, we actually have a lot of information at our fingertips. We have like search engines, we have the AIs, we have the ChatGPT. So sometimes you just pick your phone, check Google or ChatGPT and ask yourself, what is the consequence of actually not living a healthy life? Check these things and let it give you the ick. I know what I'm saying. If these things do not give you the ick enough, then you are most likely not going to like be able to like stand up and become consistent to do the things you want to do. This works very well for me because I usually check, okay, if I do not lead a healthy lifestyle, if I am not exercising, what happens to me? And I realize that if you don't exercise, it's going to make you sluggish, it's going to make you slow, and your intuition level is going to drop. And personally, I do not want that for myself. I want to be able to be energetic, I want to be vibrant, I want to be able to, get through my day the way I'm supposed to get through it. So if this actually gives me the ick, it makes me, actually put in much effort to become consistent. There's a lot of things that happen, when you don't exercise enough. When you start growing old, it's, leads to what we call osteoporosis. So your bones becomes more fragile. So you start to lose some blood cells, you start to lose some minerals, and then you see that your bones start getting fragile and getting weak, and then you start feeling it's difficult to walk and do your normal activities. And personally, I do not know for you, but personally I do not want that for myself. So when I search for all these consequences and I'm not comfortable with the things that I get to see, I'm like, no, I just cannot lead a lifestyle that is not healthy. So for me, I would say out of this that I've mentioned, this one really works for me. So another reason why you're finding it difficult to become consistent is you do not have an identity attachment to the goals you want to achieve. You say you want to lose 100 pounds, for instance, but you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm not a gym girl, oh, I'm not a gym rat, I can't be that person, I can't lift weight. if you keep telling yourself these things, and definitely that is what it's going to be, because if yourself you have not registered it in your brain that this is what you want to do and have an identity attachment to that thing, then it's going to be pretty difficult for you to actually do what you want to do. So another reason is you don't plan enough. Or you sit down and say, oh, by 2026 I want to fit into a certain dress, or I want to have a better version of myself. Okay, how? Because tell me why you're so result oriented. You are thinking of, you want to be like this, but you don't even know how you want to do it. Are you even setting alarms or saying, okay, I want to wake up at 7 a.m. or this is what I want to do, or I'm going to get myself certain gym outfits? You know, you're not even, there's no even plan, but in your head, you just want to do these things. And it's not possible when there is no plan going alongside with these things. So another reason is you do not know your why. And even if you know your why is not strong enough. You need to know why you need to achieve these goals. And those your whys need to be really strong. It's not just about knowing them. It's about it being strong enough for you to want to push through. Because when your why is strong enough, you know that even when you put in effort and they don't like bring out results immediately, because you know that it is better for you to put in effort. Because if you put in effort, it's two chances. It is either you get the result or you don't get it. But when there is no effort, nothing happens at all. So it is still on a safer side that you keep putting those efforts even when the result is not showing immediately. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you're struggling with becoming consistent and at least you've learned a thing or two on how to actually improve yourself, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and dropping your comments. Thank you.